This week on Prize Figure Face Off, we are going to two of the ladies of the series, My Hero Academia. And no, it is not going to be a face-off between our fan favorites of Toga and Aravity. We're going to go with two animal-based ladies who are, well, hopping to get things started. Terrible jokes aside, it's time to go ahead and take a look at what happens when we place a frog and a bunny in a room with each other. So that's right, guys. Today we are taking a look at Mirko and Froppy in the Glitter and Glamours line for another episode of Prize Figure Face Off. So let's go ahead, take a look at these two ladies and see which one comes out the winner. Hey everyone, it's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, and it's time for another episode of Prize Figure Face Off. That's right, this is a series where I go ahead and I unbox two or more prize figures, put them head to head, and see which one is the last man or woman standing. Now, in this case, we're going back to one of my favorite series in the last several years. Of course, My Hero Academia, with two of the characters who don't really have as much merch, although they have been getting some more lately. We're going to the Glitter and Glamours series. And this time, we're going to go with the hopping animal-based heroes, I guess you could say, with the bunny hero Mirko and the frog hero Froppy. So this is going to be a pretty interesting take because these are two kind of fan favorite characters. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you in, I'm going to take a look at both of these boxes, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at how these ladies look out of the box. All right, so first things first, you guys can see these boxes are actually very vibrant, very colorful, and definitely catch the eye. Here on the front, we've got the My Hero Academia Glitter and Glamours Sui My Hero logo. We have the Bandai Namco and the Band Presto logos, as well as a really good look at what Sue, aka Froppy, is going to look like. Here on the side of the box, we have a whole bunch of photos of the figure itself in a bunch of different angles, so you definitely get a look of what you are purchasing here. Here on the other side, we've got a zoomed in look at her face, kind of with her tongue sticking out. Looks super freaking adorable. And then here on the back, we've got a very, very tiny picture of Sue with all the details and information about the figure. On the top of the box, we have another zoomed in look at Froppy's adorable face. And that's it for Froppy. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bunny. All right, so where Sue's box was colored green and coordinated, Mirko's is obviously color-coded white to go with her character. Same thing previously, we have a zoomed-in look at Mirko's very, very beautiful face. We've got the Glitter and Glamours, the Mirko, the Bandai, the Band Presto, the My Hero logo, etc. And over here on the side, it goes a little strange because what the front doesn't show you is this is actually a laying down figure. So we've got kind of a turned on its side look here for Mirko, where you kind of have to go like this to get a better look at what she's going to look like. So very different take on the box, but it's because the figure is sideways. Here on the other side, we have sideways as well. And as you can see here, we have all the pictures just like Sue did with Mirko in her kind of casual laying down pose. And here on the back, she's laying down again as well with the information about the statue. So this box kind of fools you with the front here zoomed in on her face. And then once you go out to the rest of it, you realize this figure is just laying down. So very, very cool. It's going to be interesting to look at. Let's go ahead and unbox these ladies right now. All right, so we're going to go back over to Sue here, and we're going to take a look inside her box. This is a basic prize figure, so I think it's going to be no bells and whistles, cardboard, and some plastic. Okay, so as you can see here, she is in two pieces, and she is definitely a lot bigger than I was expecting. This is not a typical run-of-the-mill prize figure. These actually have some size to them. So we're going to start out with the body. And Froppy's got a body, boys and girls. And man, you can see the hands. She is a pretty big figure. I am already impressed by this. So I was not expecting something this size. These are my first Glitter and Glamours figures. So the head itself is awesome looking. The details on this are really, really good. And this is a big head. So we have a key right here, and we're gonna hope it slides into this keyhole very, very easily. And what do you know? It does. Now be careful with your head, obviously. Give it a little bit of a push there, but don't try to be too aggressive. Obviously, kind of wiggle it in there, and man, it's in. And holy crap, this thing is really freaking awesome. I was not expecting her to be this size. So definitely a pleasant surprise. We're going to go ahead and we're going to unbox her competition next. All right, so next up, we've got our big bad bunny mommy with Mirko. So just like with Sue, man, she's got some weight to her, and she is going to be in 2 different pieces as well. So this is the body, and man, the body came out phenomenal. So she's going to have a keyhole here, and she has a small little key here on her shoulder. So I'm going to guess maybe a piece of her hair is going to clip in here. But man, the big old bunny feet, the booty on her, this is looking dope. But it's going to be a little difficult to see because obviously she is in a laying down position. Now, unlike Sue, they actually did a great job. They bubble wrapped her hair. Now, obviously, be careful doing the hair because, man, this could get stuck with all these points. But, man, the hair is freaking crazy. The look on Mirko's face is awesome. Her ears look sculpted really well. And she does have a big key right here and a little tiny key going on a piece of her hair, probably to keep it in the position they want it to be in. So let's see how this goes together. So we're going to line up our key and our keyholes here. They're lining up pretty well, and you do have to move the hair to where it wants you to move it to. So as you can see, there is a small little keyhole there. So let's see how that goes in. All right, the hair went through fine, and the head snapped in perfectly. So the reason for the flat hair was so she can lay down on the ground and be fine. Holy crap, guys. This thing is really, really nice. I'm going to try my damnedest to get a good angle for you guys to see this up close. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a look at Froppy. We're going to take a closer look at Mirko. And then we're going to go ahead and see which one of these ladies is the winner.
Action figures standing tall. Cosplay outfits ready for the con. Inbox treasure never pawned. Every inch of space a tale to share. Pixelated quests all filed with care. Dusty joysticks, they click, the combo strike, and the room's alive with the late night tide. Times you that can be time source keys. Well, I never be wriggled on a right line. Oh yeah, lie, oh yeah, fine. It's in my room, feel shells on Min condition fix in their box. Security, let's unbox, reveal that rare gloss. Caffeine high, no sleep cramped. Nerds never sleep, we're always hyped. So awake, you're night. Arcade buttons clacking clear. Retro console memories near. Streaming live with a song. Fans cheer. Bonfire spawns that persevere. Nerds never sleep. We're always hyped into the night. Our world alive. Unboxing now, that new release flair. Collector card spread, careful and fair. Anime posters, guardians on the wall. 100 series later, I've seen them all. stands old and new, playing every game. Pixel dreams and wireframe. Posters of legends on every single wall. Action figures standing tall. Cosplay outfits ready for the con. Inbox treasure never pawned. Every inch of space a tale to share. Pixelated quests all filed with care. Dusty joysticks, a click of the combo strike, and the room's alive with the late night tide. Times you that can't be, time source keys. Well, I never be bring
Man. All right, guys. There was your closer look at these two very impressive My Hero Academia ladies. And man, it was a struggle to get them both on this base with how they're kind of sculpted here. But we made it work. And man, oh my, I say this a lot on this segment, but I think this one might be one of the hardest ones to pick a winner. Because I'll be damned if I don't love me some Froppy. And from the pose on this one, the actual size you get for the price of these astonishes me. Again, these are my first Glitter and Glamours. I've never opened any before. And oh my God, I cannot wait to see how the rest of them look now. But Froppy came out so damn good. Just between just the sculpt of her headgear, her hair, how it kind of flows and it ties beautifully. The actual pose where she's kind of just chilling, and the massive size of her hands and feet, everything is scaled so perfectly on her. And the little piece de resistance there is the face. The look on her face is, oh, it's adorable, man. She got the tongue kind of out like she's doing a little ribbit. You know, it just looks awesome. I love how her little toes are kind of all separated here. And there's so many little details about the figure. Not to mention how great the colors all pop. She also looks extremely, extremely well paired up with Mirko, with her bright greens and things like that. And Mirko's kind of more dynamic and just clean white look to her. They pair up so freaking good. Now, let's go and talk over about the bunny girl here, Miss Mirko. This one, oh man, where do I start with Miss Mirko? This is actually so awesome. And it is one of the few rare figures that I have that is in a laying down position. But I love the casualness and the confidence that this piece actually has. From the look on her face, she's kind of got the hand going over like, what are you going to do? She's just kind of lounging. She's got her feet kicked up. Massive bunny feet, by the way, guys. Awesome job. Just like with Sue's feet. The hair, just like with Sue's hair. Very, very big hair. Beautiful hair. It's sculpted amazingly well. And it does have the little flattened aspect to it. So it will kind of touch the ground, but not stay on the floor to get it messed up over time. I do like that. I love this different style pose. I think it's great. And, we'll talk about the elephant in the room. I mean, the body on Mirko is just perfect, right? She is a bunny mommy, and she is spectacular in this figure. Even when you pick her up and you look in the underside of her, all of her details are incredibly well. From her abs just being just chiseled to, her chesticles. And, even the muscle tone in her arms are all incredibly, incredibly well done. And, I mean, what can we say? Mirko's got a booty, too. So we can't forget about that cake. But it is such a beautiful figure that this makes this face-off extremely hard. Because we have two very, drastically different characters. And I'm going to say it, I don't have a negative with either one of these. Normally I have a little thing that I can nitpick, but with these two, I don't have one issue. There's not one little thing about either one of these that throws me off. And that is kind of one of the biggest factors I was going to use for choosing a winner. They're both, for the price points here, these go for about $26 a figure, and they are big. You cannot go wrong with either one of these. These are solid 9s out of 10. These are incredible. And again, as my first foray into the Glitters and Glamours lines, you know I'm going to be buying up every figure I can get in this line because these are fantastic bang for your buck. As far as the winner, this is hard. If I have to pick a winner, I'm going to give it to our bunny girl Mirko. And it just barely edges out a win. Barely. To a point where I could almost call this a tie, guys. But since I don't want to call it a tie, I'm going to give the little bit of an edge to Mirko. And it could be because it is my first Mirko figure. But the bunny hero is going to be the victor in this round of prize figure face-off. Now, that was my pick. Let me know in the comments which one of these lovely ladies you thought was the best. And if you're interested in the other duos I have planned for the My Hero face-offs as well. So that's going to be it for this one, guys, within another amazing duo of figures. If you did like the video, do me a solid. Click the like button, the subscribe button, the share button. Spread the nerdiness. Follow on all the socials. The links are down in the description below, as well as links in the description and the pinned comments for where to buy these lovely ladies. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. I'll see y'all in the next episode of Prize Figure Face Off. Bye, everyone.